All right, guys, we're on Gaius Julius Caesar commentaries on the Gallic War. This is the entry number 12, or the commentary 12, X11, so that's 12. There is a river called the Saone, or Saone, Saone. There is a river called the Saone, which flows through the territories of the Aedui and the Sequani into the Rhone with such incredible slowness that it cannot be determined by the eye in which direction it flows. So it flows through the territories with such incredible slowness that it cannot be determined by the eyes in which direction it flows. This is the Helvetii. This the Helvetii were crossing by rafts and boats joined together. So they were crossing that very slow waters, right? So the Saone Helvetii were crossing by rafts and boats joined together. When Caesar was informed by spies that the Helvetii had already conveyed 3 parts of their forces across that river, but that the 4th part was left behind on this side of the Saone, he set out from the camp with 3 legions during the 3rd watch and came up with that division which had not yet crossed the river. Attacking them, encumbered with baggage and not expecting him, he cut to pieces a great part of them. The rest betook themselves to flight and concealed themselves in the nearest woods. That canton which was cut down was called the Tigurine, Tigurine, or Tigurine, Tigurine. For the whole Helvetian state is divided into 4 cantons. This single canton, having left their country within the recollection of our fathers, had slain Lucas Cassius the consul. So revenge, I say, right? And had made his army pass under the yoke BC 107, so before Christ 107. Thus, whether by chance or by the design of the immortal gods, that part of the Helvetian state which had brought a signal calamity upon the Roman people was the first to pay the penalty. So thus, whether by chance or by design of the immortal gods, that part of the Helvetian state which had brought a signal calamity upon the Roman people was the first to pay the penalty. And this Caesar avenged not only the public, but also his own personal wrongs, because the Tigurini had slain Lucius Piso, the lieutenant of Cassius, the grandfather of Lucius Calpurnius Piso, his Caesar's father-in-law, in the same battle as Cassius himself. So, in this, Caesar avenged not only the public, but also his own personal wrongs, because the Tigurini had slain Lucius Piso, the lieutenant of Cassius, the grandfather of Lucius Calpurnicus Piso, Caesar's father-in-law, in the same battle as Cassius himself. And that's years down the line. It's like a great grandfather, because he's saying Lucas Piso, the lieutenant of Cassius, the grandfather of Lucius Calpurnicus, which is Caesar's father-in-law. So anyway, Caesar got some revenge on the Helvetii. Going back here, for the whole Helvetian state is divided into 4 cantons. This single canton, having left their country within the recollection of our fathers, had slain Lucius Cassius the consul. So he just got some revenge. So this is kind of like how he's starting. This is the Gallic War. So this is like the beginning of the Gallic War. It's very interesting, right? The Helvetii. They're fighting the Helvetii.